The peace has to be first of all found inside and then it manifests outside.
Welcome to a stress management workshop through Sahaja Yoga Meditation. In this program, we can learn how to meditate. This simple and effortless technique can help bring balance, peace, and love into our daily lives. In a world which is growing so fast on the outside, with rapid changes in science, technology, and communication, keeping up with this fast pace of life is a constant struggle. Society pushes us to attain wealth, power, and success, along with a great personal and family life. We are in a constant pursuit of our material goals and personal strivings. These factors create stress. As per a professor of cardiology, stress is the individual perception of losing control of his or her own life. It is a mismatch between expectations and reality. Continuous efforts to cope with such situations have adverse effect on the human body and may lead to many physical and psychosomatic diseases. Worry, stress, anger, greed and ego irate the nerves of our body and overload the energy centers of our autonomous nervous system. Science can measure the various parameters of the body, such as heartbeat, blood pressure, etc., to find out the state of the system. It can even explore the series of events which have caused the diseased state, but has no rational explanation as to why it happened. The reason is that we have ignored the existence of an inner subtle system in every human being. We have limited our understanding of the human system to a mere network of nerves and sensory organs that interprets the outer physical world. There are many conventional ways to overcome the edginess inside us. Setting goals, humor, exercise, music, cutting on caffeine and nicotine, nutritious food, and many others. But why is it that we are not able to continue the above methods for too long and discard them as soon as we get temporary relief, only to get trapped in the problem again? It is not the external events that are stressful, but our perception of them. Thus, stress may be viewed as an inner phenomenon rather than an outer event. When we attempt to manage stress by using these conventional methods, we are simply trying to control one mental process with another. To be stress-free, we only have to look within and shift our focus from the external environment to the internal makeup. The only way to fight stress is to be in complete balance. What we thus need to do is to take some time off and look within ourselves. Sahaja Yoga meditation is a natural living process, a peaceful and enjoyable state which can be experienced by anyone who desires it. Through Sahaja Yoga, we can feel the existence of an inner subtle system of channels and energy centers. This inner subtle system looks after our complete physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual being. It is a form of meditation which helps us achieve this self-awareness in a very simple and easy manner. Every day we see seeds sprouting, flowers blooming, fruits ripening, but we do not think how it happens. There is a power that does this work. The only way to feel this power is through the instrument within us. However, no instrument is useful unless and until it is connected to the mains. We may not know our potential, our beauty, but once this connection with the mains is established, we will be surprised at the dynamic results of our own personality. At the outset, we have to understand that this connection is not mental. This connection can only be made through an evolutionary process, an experience which forms the basis of Sahaja Yoga. This is the last step in our evolutionary process, which has to manifest through our central nervous system. When the fetus is about 2 to 3 months old in the mother's womb, columns of rays of consciousness pass through the brain to enlighten it. The shape of the brain being prism-like, the column of rays falling on it gets refracted into 3 diverse channels, corresponding to 3 aspects of our nervous system. The right sympathetic nervous system or Pingala Nadi, the left sympathetic nervous system or Ida Nadi, and the parasympathetic nervous system or Sushumna Nadi. This subtle energy enters through the centers in the brain and precipitates on its way to 6 more centers called chakras, which is also called plexus in medical science. The residual energy then settles down in 3.5 coils in the triangular bone, medically called the sacrum bone, placed at the end of the spinal cord. This energy is known as Kundalini. The fundamental of this living force is self-organization, self-regeneration, and ascent. Through self-organization, it sustains and protects. Self-regeneration is its innate ability to renew, heal, balance, and recycle. Ascent is its capacity to transcend the mind and myth and attain collective consciousness. If our attention is always lost in unfulfilled desires and in the past, then our left channel is under pressure. These types of people become very emotional, conditioned, and daydreamers, and their left channel becomes weak. Similarly, if a person becomes a workaholic, not enjoying his day-to-day life, his right channel comes under pressure. Such types of people become very egoist and do not listen to anybody. In such unbalanced extremities, stress is created in the human body. Each of the 7 energy centers has several spiritual qualities. When the Kundalini is awakened, these qualities start manifesting spontaneously and express themselves in our life. Thus, through regular meditation, we become automatically very dynamic, creative, confident, and at the same time, very humble, loving, and compassionate. It is a process which starts to develop by itself when the Kundalini rises and starts to nourish our energy centers. Sahaja Yoga meditation technique was founded by Her Holiness Srimataji Nirmala Devi. Srimataji was born in India in 1923. As a child, she lived for some time in Mahatma Gandhi's ashram. Her parents sacrificed everything for India's freedom struggle. As a young woman, she too was jailed for her work for independence. After her marriage to Sir C.P. Srivastava, she spent many years in the UK, where her husband was a highly placed diplomat in United Nations Maritime Organization. Srimataji opened the last subtle center in May 1970, achieving the ultimate stage in our evolutionary process. For the first time in the history of humanity, people have experienced Ama's realization effortlessly. A doctor of medicine by education, she has perfected the technique of self-realization through the evolutionary process of Kundalini rising. The aim of Sahaja Yoga is to be able to live in peace, joy, and harmony, and thereby evolve as a human being. Only through this inner transformation can one think of transforming the society, so the benefits accrue not only to the individual but also to the society. The actualization of such transformation is taking place now worldwide and has been experienced by hundreds of thousands of people in over 100 countries across the globe. To practice Sahaja Yoga, all we have to do is to take our self-realization and meditate regularly, 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening. There are no do's or don'ts. We don't have to give up anything. It does not cost any money and can be practiced as we carry on with our daily life course. It is simple, easy, scientific, and verifiable. We have several research centers all over the world, and highly qualified doctors run a Sahaja hospital in Vashi, where no medicines are administered. Curing is done only by correcting imbalances of the energy centers and channels. Two of the doctors have also got their MD from Delhi University for advanced research in Sahaja Yoga. Remarkable changes have been observed across a variety of health-related issues.
My migraine started first with a normal headache, then they became more and more intense to the point that I would vomit. They would just be so debilitating that I wouldn't be able to do anything, just lie down and wait for the time to pass by.
Meditation is said to have benefits for general health and well-being, physically and mentally. It's also said to alleviate symptoms of chronic conditions like asthma, migraine, and high BP. Meditation is said to release an energy, the Kundalini, that travels from the sacrum through the spine up to the head. Researchers still don't understand how meditation affects the brain. The study enlisted a number of experienced meditators and submitted them to testing. When people relax, alpha and delta brain waves are present. Yet, when researchers tested this group, they were surprised to find theta waves. Until now, these waves have been difficult to track and totally understood.
We actually saw the emergence of a well-organized pattern of theta wave activity. It suggests that meditation is not just relaxing or not just experiencing the alpha state, although it is very much that as well, but it is something above and beyond relaxation. And that is supported by our other research, which showed significant differences between the meditation group and the relaxation group.
Even 5 minutes of meditation, you could do it before you go out or when you come back or before you go to sleep. Even 5 minutes of just closing your eyes and relaxing yourself for a little while, pays off. So it's worth it.
Sahaja Yoga awakens our latent energy and enables us in achieving a new dimension in human awareness. It is no doubt the key to the kingdom of bliss and peace, where strains, stresses and diseases are long forgotten, and that key lies within each one of us. It's ours for the asking.